Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about cross-listing, which I just started recently. I have been selling on eBay for just under 2 years now, and I just started cross-listing for the first time about a week ago. It's been just under 1 week. I list all of my items manually onto eBay, and I have been cross-listing them onto Poshmark and Poshmark alone for the last 6 days via Flip. FLYP. I'll get into that in a second. I have about 600 shirts, just under 100 jackets, just under 100 pairs of shoes, and then I have about 500 pairs of sunglasses and eyeglasses, and then a few wallets and things like that. I will be cross-listing all of those items onto Poshmark. It's going to be about 1,200 items, and I see it as a very valuable addition to my business. Now, for the last 2 years of eBay, I have been against cross-listing on multiple platforms because of the inherent time it takes to do that. I have said that you will always be on your phone delisting on all of your multiple platforms, and I still stand by that today. I officially recommend, and you guys can do whatever you want. I'm just a YouTuber. You don't have to follow me. People have just really been asking about my opinion lately, especially with me making this transition. For my business, and it may be optimal for your business as well, I think it is appropriate and optimal to list on 2 platforms. I think the best 2 platforms are eBay and Poshmark. A few reasons. I don't recommend listing on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, and then having to delist on all of those platforms. I do not recommend relisting on multiple platforms. That's where life gets really messy and it becomes a huge headache delisting all of those items. But when you only have one other platform that you have to delist from, if something sells on eBay, it takes seconds to take it off of Poshmark. If something sells on Poshmark, it takes seconds to take it off of eBay. If you're away from your phone, it could cause a serious situation, but when you're only getting, especially if you're only getting 3 or 4 sales a day on eBay and 1 or 2 on Poshmark, even 10 sales a day on eBay and 5 on Poshmark, even 20 and 20, I don't foresee too many issues happening. So I think it is appropriate to delist on one platform each time you get a sell, especially if it's under 1,000 items. I think you're going to be good to go. So I plan on having 3,000 items in my eBay store and about 1,500 or so in my Poshmark. And I think I will be able to, and I think you guys should shoot for having a 1% sell-through rate on both platforms. Now this would mean for me having 45 sales per day if I were to keep listing 30 on eBay and 15 on Poshmark. So I think eventually my stores will begin to shrink, and I would like to get to a place where I have 2,000 eBay, 1,000 on Poshmark, selling 30 a day, listing 30 a day. That sounds very optimal to me. One of the other reasons why I feel it very beneficial is because the demographics and the shoppers are actually significantly different on eBay and Poshmark. There is a ton of overlap. You have to understand that a lot of people will just search vintage Wrangler shirt into Google, and then they'll see your listing on eBay and Poshmark, and they'll just usually select the first one, or they may have a bad experience with eBay and go straight to Poshmark, or they may have had a bad experience with Poshmark and go straight to eBay, or even Depop, or all these things. But a lot of sales on eBay and Poshmark come from external websites, such as the biggest one, Google. Now there are some people that just only search their items for items exclusively on eBay when they want to buy something used, and there are some people that just go to the Poshmark app when they want to buy used items. And I think that those 2 demographics are significantly different. There's actually data on them, and there's articles and meta-analysis and things like that. And yeah, I'm going to be posting on both of these because of those different demographics and those different buying behaviors, and you can come up with strategies to cater to each audience in different ways on each platform. Another reason why I have begun cross-listing is because it's free. Flip is an awesome resource. I have a link in the bio if you guys are interested in checking it out, and I also definitely recommend learning about it as much as you can here on YouTube. I will be putting a video out on Flip over the next week or 2 but there's already some incredible resources here on YouTube explaining what Flip is and how to use it. It also has a very awesome Poshmark sharing tool that I will be diving into in a video as well. Just the fact that Flip is super easy to use and is free, it's definitely a resource that I will be utilizing in my business, and it's completely legit. I know that it's hard to think, why would a service like that be free? It's because they're a wholesale company and they want you to, while you're on their software, they want you to buy wholesale lots, and you can do that. I've never recommended buying wholesale lots, especially as a beginner, especially for clothing as well. I do buy wholesale lots on eBay and from suppliers and stuff like that, but I did not do that as a beginner, and it takes a lot of skill and practice and losses to get good at wholesale buying. But yeah, it's completely free and it's very user-friendly. And so those are pretty much the 3 reasons why I have begun cross-listing. And it's really nice to get those 2 or 3 extra sales on Poshmark. And actually, probably the biggest reason why I am cross-listing is because I do not want as many clothing items in my garage and in my office closet. I would love to get my clothing items down significantly. Having these clothing items with a slower sell-through rate than my electronics has slowed down my business a little bit. And I much more enjoy selling a ton of iPods and AirPods and things of that nature because they sell significantly faster and for a significantly larger margin. And then the clothes are just a lot slower moving, ton more questions, measurements, things like that. So I really enjoy this this avenue of cross-listing to Poshmark only. I think it's going to improve my business and increase my bankroll. I have heard and haven't done a ton of research that Vendoo and List Perfectly has a delisting tool. If that's the case, then I would be open to listing on 5, 6, 7 platforms. But I imagine that there's got to be some sort of technicalities and hard, I don't know, because sometimes it's hard to delist on Poshmark because an item has already been shared, and so I don't know if they have the softwares and capabilities to overcome that. I'm speaking on their behalf without doing any research in the first place. But if they have those capabilities where they can truly delist off of all of those platforms the second that your item sells on another one, then that would be a service that I'd be interested in. But again, it would have to be at the right price, and I would have to do a cross-analysis on the metadata to see if it would actually make sense to spend $89. If I spend $89 to make an extra 500 or to make an extra 1,000 every single month, then it would definitely be worth it. But sometimes you're spending $89 to get an extra 7 sales that only make you $42 profit. And again, sometimes you can run into some issues there. So I really like Flip. It's free. It's simple to use. I'll be coming out with a video to explain how I use it. And I think that the future of JRide Flips is eBay and Poshmark cross-listing. I was pretty adamant at the beginning of this eBay YouTube journey. I was telling you guys not to cross-list. And if it doesn't make sense for your business, then you shouldn't. If it does make sense for your business, you should. Also, just wanted to throw this out there that me and other YouTubers, I can't speak for other YouTubers, but a lot of other YouTubers as well as myself have started to cross-list. And there's some like rumors going around here on YouTube and especially on Reddit that we are all getting paid to make this switch. I mean, a lot of YouTubers have List Perfectly and Vendoo affiliate links, and like, good for them, make that extra money. I don't have any affiliate links and I'm not getting paid to make this switch over. I do get a $10 Amazon gift card if you sign up for Flip, but I have never spoken with anyone from Flip. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have any ties to them whatsoever. I just use their service, and they have a link that I copy and paste into the description for people to get a $10 Amazon gift card. But I'm not getting paid to tell you guys to cross-list. This is just a change that I'm making in my business. Again, I've already said several times in this video that I was against cross-listing for a couple reasons about work-life balance and the headache of cross-listing. But I truly believe that cross-listing to just one platform will increase sales in my business, and it will help me but get rid of my clothing items at a good margin much faster. I do believe it's important to be adaptive in business. I don't think that you should constantly be changing everything and just following where the wind blows, but if you guys have been watching my channel closely, especially my lives over the last few months, I have been highly considering cross-listing for a while now. I've been thinking on it for a long time, and right now it makes sense in my business to have between a 2,000 and 3,000 item eBay shop and between a 1 and 1,500 item Poshmark closet. I think that you guys should consider all avenues of eBay. I think that you guys should watch my channel and apply a lot and decide not to apply the things that don't work well for your business. I think you should watch other channels and do the same thing. I think you guys should absorb, I believe that you should absorb as much information as possible. I try to watch every single eBay YouTuber out there, whether I agree with them a lot or agree with them a little, and try to understand what he and she and they are always saying and apply things that work well in my business, and then hear them out on things that I disagree on to understand why they think they're that way, why they're doing it that way, because they may know something that I don't, or they may be more intelligent than I am, and they could make me more money if I listen to them with an open heart. So yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that I am cross-listing on Poshmark. I'm enjoying it. It's going very well. And I think that I will be able to have above a 1% sell-through rate that I talk about a lot, because I will have 3,000 items on eBay, and I'm hoping to have close to a 1% sell-through rate on eBay and Poshmark, thus having better than a 1% sell-through rate overall. So these are the reasons why I'm cross-listing. If you would like to cross-list as well, I don't know why anyone would wait for my okay to start or my okay to not cross-list, but I think cross-listing to one other platform for free on Flip is a very good option for a lot of people, and it's something that you guys should consider. Thanks for watching.